It's interesting in banking, Nostradamus still lives and survives, and that there's always people who predict the future in banking. When I started in '77, three letters supposedly was going to change the face of banking. ATM, no more brick and mortar. Why do you need brick and mortar? You can go to an ATM and withdraw cash, make deposits, even perhaps get loans. But what happened by 1982, 5 years after that, is there were more banks and more branches than ever before. Now, admittedly, there were a lot of ATMs coming in, but the brick and mortar did not go away. Then we had the internet banking, and everybody said, this is it. This is the real thing. We chartered a few internet banks across the country and said, well, people don't have to go to banks anymore. This is the end of brick and mortar. And yet, what we found was brick and mortar continued to grow and develop, and the internet developed. Most of the internet bank, interestingly, failed. Most of those banks are no longer here. They're either acquired by other banks or they just went away entirely. But they're still banking. Now, what we see now is a whole new generation of people, not necessarily ideas, but a group of millennials and younger people that prefer this amazing thing called an iPhone. And it has affected banking. So where we are now, we see a large number of retail branch facilities closing because they don't need them. It's not because they have a poor economic area or anything negative about the market. It's just people don't go in the branches very much anymore, especially young people. So we see a trimming of branches and a change in the way people do business. So people still use ATMs, people still use internet banking, and truthfully, people still like branches. Convenience of branches are the number one reasons businesses choose a bank, and believe it or not, college students choose a bank. Whether they go there or not, they still rate convenience of a branch very highly.